2 matches remaining here in top 16 playoffs, and then, you know, losers bracket on the left. So right side, let's see, the next one, so the last one here of the bottom bracket, I guess. We have 2 decks, there's only like, what is it, 1 year difference between both of them. So we have Synchro.deck, well, first of all, we have Necros Genlock, by the way. I don't think Necros needs an introduction, like, I remember, what was it, 10 years ago, the best deck, tier 0-ish, it was either Necros or Bust. And, you know, the mirror matches featuring stuff like Dear Lady to get your opponent, at least to get rid of your opponent's Jin monster, you know. But on the other hand, we have Omega Spam, Synchro Spam featuring Hyper Librarian. You're able to use Norden, abuse Norden multiple times at the same, you know, in the same turn because of stuff like Baxia. And of course, Synchro Fusionist. So which deck has the advantage? Like before this matchup, I would have said probably maybe Necros. Going first is important. Sure, there's stuff like Mexi, but I mean, if you're using Mexi against this deck, against the Synchro deck, I guess we'll just deck out, I guess. Because this deck is basically full engine, full gas. So Synchro goes first, and no Mexi, no hand traps. I mean, Necros back then wasn't really running that many hand traps to begin with. The problem would have been going second, and especially in game number 1 pre-side deck, if there's the Jin, you know, the Jin Necros ritual monster on field with the Jin lock affected, then getting rid of that is hard, basically impossible, almost impossible. So, the goal of this deck, if you have never seen Synchro Spam, at least this particular, you know, is you're not really able to search Synchro Fusionist, to search Fusionist. Basically abuse it to search either Instant Fusion or Brilliant Fusion or the, the Premature Burial for Fusion monsters. Also a Fusion card, which is searchable. Here, it's the second card from the left. And then basically empty your opponent's hand. You could, if you play it right, like for example here with Baxia, you can bounce back your own Trishula, for example, and even maybe be a bit more gimmicky of not using one Omega, you know, as in banish a card from your opponent's hand, but using an Omega on field for a Synchro Summon, because of level Eater, right? And then use Omega as a graveyard effect to Pot of Everest something back. You know, more basically it gives you another Omega. So short set, it potentially gives you the 5-hand loop rip, you know, the 5-rip hand loop. Anyway, so this was our game. Going second though, and you have Geki. There are some cards here in the side deck which are essentially out for the, you know, the Jin lock Necros monster on field, which is probably just going to be most time the Clauselus, right? Level 3. But I mean, if they play it right, then they will definitely should, at least they should search the, is it Gungear? Gungear to protect? Sure, you have Trishula that prevents targeting, but I mean, against this deck, Gungear is definitely, not Gungear. Is it Gungear? It's not Gungear. Or is it? You know, the one that protects from being destroyed. Once, I guess, in a turn. Anyway, so we get Trish. I probably should not have said something, right? Like, that's common knowledge. A basic play against Necros, I guess, against Ritual Trishula is, you know, not playing the game, not having the 3 necessary targets, right? Like 1 on field, 1 in hand, and 1 in grave. Or maybe set my entire hand. Anyway, so I mean, losing battle, right? As long as the Necros of Clauselus is staying face up on the field, again, it prevents your opponent from special summoning, right? Because it was used, or Jin was used to ritual summon to the field.
If you mash strawberries and layer it between peanut butter and chocolate, then freeze it, you get the most delicious PB&J bites.
Hello.
And you want to
play with me?
Sure. You want me to help you with your groceries? This journey with childhood cancer comes at you in waves. Every day we wake up knowing that our 2-year-old has cancer. It's tough to get through.
The tumor is about the size of a baseball. I believe in the power of hope. And from the very first visit here at
Our Jin was used to ritual summon into the field. Okay. And this is what I was talking about, is that, okay, you're using Maxi on this, but if I remember correctly, is that Necros doesn't really main deck other hand traps. It's like, sure, you will be getting draws, but there's nothing really to draw into, right? Like no failures or nip, right, to stop you from playing. So essentially, if we play it right, we can just deck out them, right? Like abusing Omega, maybe Synchro Summon 1 Omega, etc. Right? Keep the Synchro flow going. We go for an early Baxia though. Maybe I should have played it out a little bit differently, like going for another Synchro Summon first, and then maybe I should have done this like Baxia bouncing back the Librarian or something like that, to get like a big soul charge and then just, you know, keep special summoning everything back again. So we do have Geki. Okay, there's like, how many hand traps? Like, I think only one Ghost Ogre for teleport. Like this deck, right? So, you know, we'll just keep special summoning to the field. We use Omega though, ripping one random card from their hand. But the thing is that, how many cards? I think 43 or 44 in their deck. But for this particular deck, it's not that hard to deck out. Again, you can just abuse your level eater every time, as long as you have the levels right. So we still have teleport, we still have soul charge, so that's so much this. And eventually Scoop Phase has been entered. Okay, so game number 4, let's see. Now we don't have Geki, but I mean they should prepare, you know, searching the one that protects from being destroyed. If they can go for Jinlock, that is. Like, if it wasn't for Jinlock, like, leaving Unicorn on field is also a problem. But less of a problem than Jinlock, that is. So we again get Jinlocked, and even though this is not fun to watch, it is what it is, right? No special summon, so we set something, I guess, as a chopping block. But both Brilliant Fusions are dead, Level Eater is dead. The high level one is dead, basically. Teleport is dead, so we can't special summon. They can go for Val, basically just extra fueling power, and, you know, if this is not game during main phase 2, you can pop your own Laval Malche. It's useless because of Unicorn. So, we're entering Scoop phase. Like, imagine Necros going first in game number 1. I don't feel or think we are winning this. And, this is something I haven't talked about yet. Sure, this deck is full gas, but you can brick. You can definitely brick. Like, Necros, on the other hand, is super consistent. I always call it the Google deck, because everything searches each other. And that's somewhat different compared to, you know, Synchro Spam, at least this particular variant. I don't think I had the tuner yet. Like Mizuki, the machine, it's not the machine. Is it the machine? The high level one discards something. Yeah, the Lazuli is kind of terrible. The Juggler to search Hat Tricker. But again, it's not, you know, not doing anything in game number 1, at least turn number 1, that is. We draw Teleport, and that's our tuner. We needed that when we went first a couple of moments ago. But again, Jinlock prevents us from playing the game. It is odd. It is what it is. So I think this should be game. Yeah, we're, what is it, at 4K-ish. So this is more than enough. So this is unfortunate, but there wasn't really anything I can do. Like Jinlock is just far too easy to get on field in case of Necros. So I think we have a well-deserved winner with Necros moving on and taking on BA later. So one match remaining. We have, I guess, the biggie. So Tournament versus Yubel. So feel free to leave your predictions. Okay, guys, this is the thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Medium signing out. Peace.
Just a minute,
My husband and I came to lease our property to the solar company. We were still in that, oh my gosh, did we just hit the lottery? Because of how many acres we had that they were willing to lease. My name is Melanie and I live in Hillsboro, Ohio. We run a 60-head cow-calf operation. We also are running a 900-acre row crop operation along with that. Farming is nothing but work. My husband and I had acquired 725 acres all on our own. Nothing was given to us. We had to start from scratch and purchase everything on our own. Our income is more than what we would have been getting farming it traditionally. Having that solar payment coming in allows us to be more intentional with what we do. It gives us that security that the farms are going to stay in the family.
Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. Next match, Crossband List Cup. So right side again, still top 16 playoffs. We previously saw that Chronomalies, the bottom part, at least the bottom matchup against Ravine Rulers, that Chronomalies Artifacts won that one over Ravine Rulers. But you know, Ravine Rulers is still in and will take on Trooper Monarchs in one of the next matches. So the first one, at least next one of today, bottom bracket again. We have the more broken decks, quote unquote. First of all, well, basically almost of the same time or period or format, that is. We have Blue Eyes, Primite Blue Eyes 2025. One of the more recent decks in this year's Crossband List Cup. It's going to take on Ryzel Fiendsmith. You know, there's a couple of Ryzel variants, I guess pure Ryzel. There's more, of course, nowadays. But back then, what was it, past year-ish, we had Fiendsmith Ryzel again. So which deck has the advantage? And you know, if you look at how the people voted in the comment section, or I guess the community tab, is that most people saw Ryzel winning over Blue Eyes. I could agree to some extent, but I mean, we have both decks from, what is it, 2025? And here in this particular case, I think an OCG deck list, or at least an OCG, you know, list was used, so that's why Maxi is there. And I feel, obviously, if you compare both decks, both engines, looking at more engines that is, but Ryzel Fiendsmith should definitely have the advantage over Blue Eyes, but having stuff like Maxi in your main deck, you know, definitely could help out. So we'll see how this one is played out. Ryzel is going first though, and that's a solid start. Even through, I guess, a Maxi. Was Maxi negated? I assume so. So, yeah, we can just scoop this one up. Anyway, so 1-0 behind already. I mean, it is what it is, right? Nowadays, if the board is not breakable, it's just better to scoop, I guess. Okay, so game number 2. This is much better. We get Mulcharmid, so let's see. How are you able to play around this? Not that much. So we are giving them, at least we were able to negate it, yeah, because of the Ash Blossom. So let's see. I do think we can end on a potential solid board, especially with the Dimensional Barrier here in the hand. We can do a lot of stuff and prevent my opponent from playing the game, essentially. So we are going for a double Spirit, and I don't think I was able to get another Blue Eyes on field, unless I'm mistaken, so feel free to point that one out. We set Barrier and, you know, tag out Spirit during my turn, use the protection, and, you know, this kind of feels like Master Duel, right? Like, your opponent setting up and then during your draw phase, then using Maxi on you, on top of that, or at least on top of their ridiculous board. So they have to commit, otherwise it's game next turn. They pass on Typhon, but Typhon is not going to be enough. You know, we still have the Barrier set, right? Plus we have the potential Drill Beam Surge eventually, so this should be game. Go for Spirit, normal summon, yeah, should be more than enough. Okay, so 1-1. Going second though, and again Maxi is glued on our hand. But nope, it never resolves, just like Master Duel. Okay, so this is iffy. We have the Exceed Encore, we have the Imperm, and we have the Searcher plus Callby. So essentially, this is a pretty sick hand. We might be able to break the board, maybe. So this is crucial. We are able to, you know, prevent the fusion from coming out, because, you know, essentially this also blocks some Ryzel combos, as you know. Unless, of course, they can get rid of the Link too. Yeah, fair enough. So, they have the field spell negation, they have Detonator with 3 materials, plus potential hand traps, and we see the Ice Ryzel for follow-up play. So use the Quick Play spell. Sure, they are able to reborn more Ryzels, but it's a terrible necessary evil, I guess. The problem here is that, the field spell, we are able to prevent the Lacrima summon, at least Lacrima effect essentially, so we could potentially have somewhat of a comeback. We go for the Blue Eyes Fusion, but you get nipped. You know, Blue Eyes Fusion can attack all monsters from your opponent, but Nip says, no, it's like, well, what can we do? That was just far too much. And I think we already, because they want to search it right. Search exit, search Rizel? Ice Rizel? Or did they have it already? Yeah, they had it. So this is going to be enough. Sure, the Nibiru on their side of the field does block some Rizel effects, but it's not going to matter that much. I mean, they can send it away on top of this. Okay, so game number 4. Let's see. A normal summon, obviously, that never resolves. So sadly, not being able to surge the potential Drill Beam. Drill Beam, fantastic. OP card, like once per turn, insane. Okay, so standard Blue Eyes combos. This would not be Blue Eyes or a Blue Eyes matchup without drawing into one of your Blue Eyes, so it hurts a little bit. Fairly okay board, but we get hand trapped 3 times. What was it? Ash, Nip, and something else. Okay, so Fiendsmith combo. Let's see. We do a failure. We have the Blue Eyes trap on fields. They are negating the field spell, which doesn't matter that much. They can go for Excitonite. Okay, this could be a problem because now they can extend. We do fail, and was that a mistake on their part? I guess. Yeah, because they already went through the Fiendsmith engine, right? Like Excitonite first and then Fiendsmith engine. I don't know. Should we check that if that was possible? Might have been able to. Anyway, so we can capitalize on it. Sure, they are somewhat protected off of Excitonite, but we can go for the, what is it, Azure Eyes? One of the first, if not the first Blue Eyes Synchro? I think so. Let's see. Lacrima to send, I mean, they have some follow-up plays though. I think our set is a D barrier, no? And that was I think that was a top deck, fantastic top deck, because this prevents the Chaos Angel from triggering. And because we have the Primite engine live, we can potentially go for a game, because they're super low on life points. What is it, 4400? And we draw Maiden, wow, fantastic. So normal summon to get the Primite engine going, search Drill Beam, and Drill Beam away for GG. So 2-2. Nothing out of the ordinary. Let's see. We're ashing first. They already blow out their call by, so this kind of tells me that they might already have an answer for Maxi. Right? We see the hand, and now they obviously don't, so we drop Maxi preemptively. Awkward, only giving me 1 draw. Sure, it's a weaker board for them, but the problem here is now we have the continuous spell, and we have to commit, and obviously they will destroy the Sage, so we're not able to go for the Blue Eyes Link. So Detonator Pass was enough, at least for this. Maybe I should have played it a bit better, as in maximize my Maxi more, but yeah, maybe. I mean, they had a good hand, right? They had so many follow-up plays through those hand traps, so I think maybe if I used Maxi earlier, but then they maybe ashed sooner, so I don't know. It was Ash, right? Or Call By? It's a little bit of sour taste for me, but I mean, on one hand, like Rizel Fiendsmith going first against Blue Eyes, like without Maxi, there's not that much we can do unless open brokenly, I guess. Anyway, so next one, back to the upper bracket. We have Necros versus Synchros. So, hand loop deck, Omega loop deck. So which deck has the advantage? Let me know. Feel free to leave your predictions. Okay, guys, this is it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like. If you enjoyed the video, leave me signing out. Peace.
Yeah, look, all of my friends going crazy. I gotta brag on myself, I amaze me. Them guys, none of y'all can phase me. I'm too dope like I'm back in the 80s. On to the
Each sold separately.
Don't compromise quality insurance for savings or your time for this ad. Hit that skip button, or don't, and watch me skip.
You in there? Yes. Yes.
We are farmers, bum 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 bum.
Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. Next match, Cross Bandless Cup. So previously we saw that Sprite won versus Invoked Dogmatica, right? Even though there were two decks from the same age, there was a slight difference between both of these. So that means for the bottom bracket, that is, we have Snake Eyes versus Sprite. But upper bracket, so the next one we have, there's like only, what is it, 1 year difference between both of these decks. Then again, if we take a look at the votes of the people in the community tab, is that most people, what is it, over 80% see that Ruler should have the advantage over the a little bit older deck being Chronomaly Artifacts. And like before this matchup, I would have had no clue, because again, both decks have their own strength. Like Nebra Disc was, I remember it back in the day, we weren't able to play it in the TCG. I mean, by the time we got it, it was irrelevant. But in the OCG, it was fantastic. It was a fantastic deck, and don't forget they have something like what is it called? Is it Bones? The rank 3 Exceed? You know, the one that lowers the attack, negates the effect? That's a fantastic card. But there is one weakness of Chronomaly, and that's consistency. As in, if you're not opening with Nebra Disc, then it's really hard for this deck to get itself into the match. Like, you don't want to normal summon Crystal Skull or Jet, and then discard Skull to search Nebra Disc. That's iffy. Anyway, so the artifacts do help out. So we attack it to Swift Scarecrow. I guess against Chronomaly you have to give, well, with artifacts, you have to keep in mind that you're not getting OTK'd, FTK, well, essentially OTK'd because of the, what is the Volcasaurus, Gaia Dragon, you know, attacking over the Dracossack tokens, stuff like that. So let's see, we get Max Seeds, I think the second time, if I'm not mistaken. So we get a search, we search Nebra Disc. Keep in mind, Nebra Disc also has a graveyard effect, but what is it? If you summon it from the graveyard, you cannot use its search effect. I think so, something. And you're locking into, what is it, artifacts for the rest of the entire turn, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, so Gorgonic Guardian, that wasn't the name I was looking for, let's see. Which is fantastic, by the way. Stardust is strong against this deck. No Moral Tech, no Destruction, no Ignition, a lot of, you know, the big destruction cards. So we go for Breakthrough Skill. They, but the game is over, I think. Yeah, this doesn't matter. Like, sure, obviously Stardust is not returning, but it's game either way, right? They know the hand. Okay, so game number 2, going like this hand, something what I was talking about, as in going second against Stardust, MVP against this deck, a couple of Chronomalies, but that's super iffy against something like Stardust. And if Chronomaly is not able to go for Noble Summon, Nebra Disc, discard Skull and go from there, then it's really hard. So let's see, we do go for Bottomless, which forces out the Stardust, which is decent-ish. It could be better, but it could be worse as well. So we pop Dracossack and they go for Wing Blast, so that means they don't have Ravine, right? I guess they can go for the attack, but this is not game, right? Like, they'll just attack over both monsters. Wing Blast, I missed a lot, they Wing Blasted back to the top. So 2 tokens, which is fine. Like here in this case, like imagine you having, I mean, I was about to say Volcasaurus, but the Stardust is still there. Ah, yes. Okay, so 1-1. Going first again, and again, no Nebra Disc, which is crucial. So let's see how this is played out. We're going for Ignition, pop our Moral Tech. I assume we don't have Deagle Tech set, which makes sense. So we pop, I guess another play was to just wait, let them discard, right? On the other hand, it gives us a level 5 on field. So the Bottomless does protect our board. Let's see, I think we have to go all in, right? Go for damage first, and then probably end on Pleiades. Pleiades is really strong, yeah. Plus Backrow, like Backrow is superb against Rulers. Like they have a lot of trouble of dealing with Bottomless Trapple and stuff like that. So what is it? They call 3 and 4 and you roll 6, which I guess is fine. Like if you call 3 and 4 and roll a 5 or a 6, you get to mill 5 or 6 cards if you roll a 5 or a 6. But here, as I mentioned before, like Rulers, they do struggle with a lot of back row, and it's just, I have to wait on Nebra Disc, or imagine Bones for Gorgonic Guardian, that would be fantastic. So this is crucial as well. You're going for Breakthrough Skill prevents, I guess, more Dracossack shenanigans. A Card Trooper Reborn to, fuel the graveyard, send for cost is huge, or would have been huge. Sanctum, guys, man, like nowadays Sanctum is not that strong because most of the artifacts are banned, but back in the day Sanctum was a fantastic card, ridiculous card. Searching moral attack, plus when it's destroyed you can destroy a card, like insane card. So we get rid of Star Eater, but most importantly we do have a level 5 uphill, so we need to top deck like Jet or something like that, we don't. The Typhoon on the other hand was fantastic because they will indeed use Ravine, which obviously we will chain the Typhoon to, and now the question is that they cannot, we need a big beat stick, no? Or is this exactly King, no? Yeah, no, 300 left, 300 left, but no, the Wing Blast is not going to be enough, like this, right? Like no, even though no Nebra disc, we were able to pull it out, or pull it through. Okay, so game number 4, Floodgates, yeah, this is something that I haven't talked about yet, you know, looking at the side deck from Chronomaly Artifacts is Floodgates, more so Gozen Match. So yeah, the question now is the deck able to beat Gozen Match? Let's see.
I got this old thing and the bill from the store where I got it. Figured you could beat it with a better deal than one of these big boys.
That doesn't work that way.
Well, at Verizon, anyone can bring in their AT&T or T-Mobile bill and they'll give you a better deal.
I thought Verizon was pricey.
No, better deal, best 5G network. Back to the TV. Does it come higher than 8K? Because I don't like to squint.
Ma'am, take your TV and go.
Bring your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today for a better deal.
Guess you're...
That is the deck able to beat Gozen Match? Let's see. Z5, pass. Again, no Nebra discs. Let's see, they do have Stardust though. Let's see, we are not forcing it out. We are going for a Gozen Match, and there is no response, so that's kind of big. So no Wing Blast, no Typhoon, and now they are kind of stuck. Let's see, they do have a Wing Blast. Why wasn't it chained? Wasn't there something in the hand to discard? I should recheck it. Yeah, we force out Stardust, but is it going to be enough? I don't think it's enough, right? Like forcing here the Stardust just makes it so that I survive, right? Yeah, 24, what is it, 2400? So Dracossack indeed gets rid of the Gozen Match, and now Failure again, no Nebra disc. Imagine a Bones, I would have, you know, special summon Bones and go for Gorgonic Guardian and something like that, but that's super iffy, and I think I have 2 artifacts set, which is not the best. Plus, Stardust MVP. So come on, game number 5, we need to draw super sick, and this is not it. So we special summon Bones, discard, Skull, go for Nebra disc and pass. So kinda iffy. So let's see what they are going to do. This is again a superb start. What is it? 7-star sword, get the Surge, cards of consonants, couple of draws, Trooper, priority, mill 3, terrible mills, 3 traps. So this is cute, we are bouncing the Bones. This is a crucial play because actually now we can use our special summon first, go for Gorgonic Guardian, get rid of both back row or one back row, like the trap stun would have been fantastic. So the Typhoon was definitely clutch, crucial. Go for like this setup is insane. Gorgonic Guardian for the monster effect negation plus put the attack to 0. The constant pushes of Nebra disc and the potential Gozen Match set. So this is looking really good for artifacts. Chronomaly. Let's see. We have to prevent no Trooper mills, no Black Rose Dragon. We don't want that. The question now is, are they able to extend? They should. If it wasn't for Gozen Match. So now they're locked into wins. What is Star Eater? I assume it's not a wind. Let's see. So commit to Nebra disc, which is light. Just attack over the Breed Dragon, and Tempest will just get bounced back. Just sit on my beat stick. That's how it was back then. Those powerful Stratos monsters like Nebra disc, they were crucial back then, giving you the plus. And basically again, Gozen Match prevents them from playing the game. So you're using Graveyard Effect, and then, what is it, lock ourselves into Chronomaly for the rest of the entire turn. Go for, what is it, 4 Kayuk? Oh, the names, has been a while. Again, lowers the attack as well. So now they are able to deal with Gozen Match. The thing is that at least do they have enough resources to plow through? Let's see, Scrap Dragon hits the field to pop. Yeah, okay, we're lowering the attack. I don't think it's permanent. No, it isn't. One set. And they get another Bone Slide. Oh, Bone is so fantastic. You know, into Gargonic Guardian. You do Chain, but they still have Wing Blast though, and the Wing Blast is fantastic. I still have 4 back rows, but I don't think I have an immediate out for Scrap Dragon, and this would have been game if it wasn't for Torrential. I guess you could take the chance. I guess so. Because again, you have so much fuel and another bottomless. You're just picking away their resources. Again, their weakness essentially. They cannot play through traps very hard. They need stun, trap stun. Or Typhoon or whatever. So Call of the Hunters is a fantastic draw. Potentially reboarding Morotech to pop, and with Honest in hand, this could give us the steal. So go for Nebrodisc. Are they going to attack? They don't. No, I think they know the Honest in hand. I think so. Because we revealed it earlier. So we just attack 1800. And is this going to be enough? I think this should be enough. Unless they Todic something. Because, yeah, all of their resources are gone. Because of the traps, Torrential Bottomlesses. The traps definitely put it. And let's not forget, Gozen Match is just a fantastic and ridiculous card. Alright, so Chronomaly moves on to the right side, and Rulers will move on to the left side. So the next one, bottom part, we have Ryzel Fiendsmith versus Blue Eyes. Again, a very similar age match. Okay guys, this is it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Litum signing out. Peace.
Hey, vacation next week, Lisa. 5 days, nice. Big win for your alma mater. Thanks, congrats, bud.
How old you?
No state. Ted. A little behind on mandatory training. Let's get it done, pal.
How does he know everything?
I want. How long has Pat Brown worked here? Pat! 7 years next month. Thanks for the hard work.
I want Paycom's command-driven AI.
Morning. Nice day for fishing, ain't it?
Hello, adventure.
Yeah. Step. Accept.
The world needs you, adventurer. Anyway, good luck with that, adventurer. Hold away! If you can chop down 5 trees in the nearby forest, I'll give you 3 gold. Well, back to it. This tree ain't gonna chop itself down.
You know what's really good about these mini games? They're not tedious. They're just really fun. This is a fun mechanic. This is really fun.
Nice day for fishing, ain't it?
Hey, finally, we've got a fish. Can I go now?
Congratulations, adventurer. You caught a fish.
If you didn't know, our very first video game, Nice Day for Fishing, is out now.
It's out right now.
It's a cool pixel RPG fishing game set in the world of Azeroth.
NiceDayForFishing.net, NiceDayForFishing.net, NiceDayForFishing.net.
Go check it out. It's available right now.
Right now.
Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. Next match, Cross Banlist Cup. So top 16 still, right side, the bottom bracket. So the more quote-unquote broken decks. We already saw that Snake Eyes won over Lurlisk, Bird Up, Tri-Brigade, Barrier, Statue, stuff and so on. Other matchup, the next one. Slightly below that one. So you have Sprite versus Dogmatica Invoked with a little bit of Shaddolls. I mean, it's basically Winner, right? As you will be seeing in the decklist. First of all, we have Sprite, Bestial Sprites. So speaking of Bestials, they could be clutch in this particular matchup to prevent the Winner from hitting the field. And at the same time, stuff like the Fenrir's in Manic also are or should be fantastic, right? But on the other hand, Dogmatica invoked again with that Shaddoll